Hey guys, welcome to this assignment. I'm Mr. Sal. We got Unit 2, Lesson 5.5, Collage with a Theme. So it says Theme Collage up there. I'll probably change this title once we figure out what type of collage we want to use on here. And the only thing we really need for credit on this one is a 2x2. If you want to make it a 3x3 or 4x4 or something a little different, 2x3, 3x2, as long as you have at least two of each, then you're going to be in good shape. And then we'll format the width and height. I am probably going to be using a width that is 100 pixels, and then I'll use a height of 150 pixels. That's probably what I'm going to be doing. But of course, just depending on how big the screen is that you're using will determine what size you want to use. So keep that in mind. Now, we need some kind of theme, right? So I opened up Google Chrome here, and you can see I just typed in free to use images. And this is one of the websites. It's not the first one that shows up. You can see there's others here. But I figure the Library of Congress having free to use and reuse sets of images means I should be able to go in there. Hopefully you can as well. And then you can just kind of find whatever theme you want to use. Of course, you have to use this website. You don't. You can use whatever you want. But let's see. Bridges. This looks like it could be interesting. And here are some images that we can use. It looks like some of these might be drawings as well, and that's okay. Or paintings, I guess, but it doesn't matter. And some are color pictures, some are black and white. I don't care about that as long as I have a good theme to go with. Now, again, I need 4 pictures to use. I'm going to go back to my code here, and I'm going to set up the code that I need to display the image. And of course, we're going to be inside the body. I'm going to give myself an opening angle bracket right here. Now, before, in order for hyperlinks, we use the A tag, and later on what we're going to be doing is linking possibly images with hyperlinks. But for now, I'm not really concerned with that, and of course there's ways to combine your A or anchor tags with what we have right here as our image tag. And it is an image tag, but IMG is all we need right there. And before we enter in the source, well, let's go ahead and enter the source, okay? Because again, I'd like for you guys to see that it doesn't matter what order you do things in, or if you forget something, which I'm purposely doing right now, it's okay to go back and fix it if you need to. That happens all the time. You see how it looks like on the web page, but then maybe you feel like you want to fix it. Okay, so the source equals quotations, and then I just need to go in and copy that link. So I can come back to the website. Let's just start with the Golden Gate Bridge. I right click, or you can do a 2-finger tap on your mouse pad. And what I'm going to do is copy the image address. If you do copy image, it's not going to work. I'm not sure if copy link address works, but what I would like here is the copy image address. Okay, so I'm going to click on that, go back to my code file, and just press Control V. Now that's going to put that in there for me. I close the quotations and the angle bracket, and then I can run this code. Let's see if I can find it in my files. Collage on a theme. Oh, that's the wrong file. Let's come all the way down here. Collage on a theme. There it is. And I open this up, and you can see, oh, there's nothing actually there. Seems like there should be, but all right, well, let's go back and see if we can get this fixed. So why is this not showing? I'm not completely sure. It could be something to do with the program that I forgot to save it. I think that's what it is. So let's go back to that website. I'm just going to reload it. There it is. It shows up. So that was my fault. I forgot to save it. Make sure you save yours as well. It's always a good idea. But here's the thing is this picture shows up in this size right here. But remember what I was saying is what we want on this assignment is a specific size. So what we need is both width and height. So I'm going to go with the width. Space equal, well, you don't have to do space equals space. Width equals, and then in the quotations, once again, we're going to make it 100 pixels, px, close quotations, and that's a width. So watch this. Now that I have that in there, that's not what I want. I'm going to save it. Go to this file, reload it, and that's a width of 100 pixels. And that's not very big, by the way. So if you're like, yeah, I want to make this bigger, that's okay. Just remember, in order to get credit, we need specific values. And then we're going to go to the height equals quotations, and we're going to make it 150 pixels for the height. Now, is that going to make it very nice? I don't know. Let's go ahead and take a look at how that's going to look. Yeah, that's not very nice, but again, all I really need is some kind of collage going on here. Now that's one image. Let's go ahead and go down here and give ourselves another image. And by the way, you may have noticed that I did not need a closing IMG tag for my IMG tag right here. And that's because it's just an image, right? Just like if we wanted to put a line in there, which we've seen before with the horizontal row HR. If I put this in there, I don't need a closing HR tag, right? There's my horizontal row, horizontal line. I don't need a closing to that because it's just a theme. It's not like we're formatting text or even a picture in this case. Now, if it was inside of an A tag, yeah, that's okay. Of course, the image would represent what we're attaching the hyperlink to, but in this case, we're not worried about that, okay? So mine, by the way, my code you can see is wrapping. Yours may not wrap, and that's okay as well. So yours just may look a little different. Now, we're going to do a 2x2, right? So let's put in a second image. So I'm going to give myself an opening angle bracket, IMG. We want a width that we know is going to be 100 pixels, close quotations, space, HEIGHT, equals, quotations, and this one's going to be 150 px, close quotations, and then we'll put in our source with quotations. Now yours will probably give you close quotations just like it, well, I don't think it gives you the closing angle bracket, but at least I've got my source ready to go, and all I've got to do is come back to this page, which has all the free to use pictures, and then I just find one that I like. This one looks pretty good. How about this one right here? Copy image address, and come back here. Now for me, I'm just going to push Control V just because it's simple. Close quotations, close angle bracket, save, and then I can come back to my page here and see how that looks. There we go. And again, they're both the same size. That's exactly what we want. And you may start to see the redundancy of what's going on, right? Like here's a width of 100 pixels. Here's a height of 150 pixels. So we're formatting these all the same. There are ways to shorten this up here with the metadata at the head of the of our document. So that's okay. Now think about this. What we want is a 2x2 image grid. If I come in here, so I'm going to show this. Now this is wrong, so you wouldn't necessarily want to do this, but if I come in here and say, you know what, I just put in some space in my code here, lines 12 and 13, and that's going to do it for me. It's not. Now I can put in everything, so width equals quotations, we got 100 pixels, close quotation space, HEIGHT, equals quotations, and this one's 150 pixels, close quotations, and then I can put in my source equals quotations. Then I come back here and find another picture that I want to use, doesn't matter which one. Let's try a black and white one right here from, I really want to open it. Let's copy the image address. And we'll take a look and see what this does. Now, think about what you would expect this to do as I put this code in, because putting in these spaces like this, like I say, it's not going to do what we want it to do. Having put this into the program, if I come back here and run it, you can see it's not on a new row. So we should have 2x2, right? So it should have 2 pictures here and then 2 pictures below it. This picture that I just put in is not below. So how am I going to do that in the code right here? Well, that's where we need a break. And that's what I'm going to put in next. So it's just a line break. BR is the tag. And again, since it's just an opening tag, I don't need a close because it's just a theme. It's not like we're doing anything with it other than just making a break. Now, what's this going to do? Let's take a look. So I saved it, reload it. See, now that puts this on a new line, which is exactly what we want. Then I can come back into the collage, and I can put all this stuff in. Now, is it okay to type it in? It is, but I know I can just pretty much take the code from where something happened there. I'm just going to take the beginning of the code, Control C, come down to the line where I need it, and push Control V. That's a little bit of a shortcut. I kind of recommend that you do that just to save yourself some time. Eventually, perhaps you may want some kind of template with this information on there. But now let's go back to that website and see what other picture do we want to use here. Now let's try this one from Cincinnati. Copy the image address. Come over here, Control V, close quotations, close, angle bracket, and that should be good. Let's go ahead and save it. Take a look at what the website looks like when I reload. Hey, there it is. So this is all we need. And remember, if you wanted to put more images in here, that'd be very easy to do. And the last thing I'm going to do is just change the title from themed collage to a bridge, if I can spell it, bridge collage. There it is. Save it, and then I'm going to come back here and reload. Now you can't see this. Let me just pull this down here. You can see now at the top it says bridge collage right where I want it. Okay, so that's all we got for this assignment. Once you get this in, you should get full credit. But again, if you want to get more pictures in there, like do a 3x3, 2x3, whatever you want, completely up to you. But I think this looks pretty good, so I'm going to stick with it.